Hi everybody, welcome to the dungeon. My name is Robin and today is Flameworking 102.48 Dichro Frit. A couple weeks ago I needed to purchase some clear glass from France, and France art glass that is, and I thought I'd check out their new items, and I came across some Dichro Frit, and I have always thought Dichro should be made into a frit, and it's finally here, so I'm ready to share it with you all. It is kind of temperamental, but it is made of Effetre and it works perfectly in the 104 glass. I hope you all enjoy this one and get yourself some Dichro Frit. It's really beautiful. So on that note, I hope you're all doing safe and well out there. Thanks so much for joining me, and I hope to see you next time in the dungeon. All right, here it is, our Dichro Frit. And these come in these really nice long tubes, so you get quite a bit for your money, I think. And what I am going to do with this is add a little bit of the medium on my graphite pad. And this stuff, when I started to pour it out for the first time, it was just so beautiful. And I was really excited to try this out. So what I did is I added a little bit of both frits, the fine and the medium together. And it just looks so cool on the graphite pad. So I'm just going to sprinkle this on here and let you guys take a look at how this is. All right, there's some beautiful sparkle in here. I love to see all that Dichro. And, after this, I decided, well, let me just say, I had a really hard time encasing this with the clear. So that's why you see it in a little trough there now, because, the easiest way for me to use this glass, at least right now, is on the surface, on the outside. So what I'm going to do here is use a little bit of my bubblegum pink to start out with. I wanted to use colors that brought out the different colors of the Dichro. So in the end, you'll see all these different colored beads, but they're all done the same way. I'm adding the glass to the mandrel, however much. It can be a small spacer bead, it can be a larger bead, a focal bead, whatever you decide to choose. I'm just going to add a little bit of glass to the edges there, just to make it a slightly longer. And it will also help my edges to be a little bit more even. So I'm going to go ahead and roll this out nice and gently, and then work my edges in just a little bit until I am satisfied with how this looks. Now, I must say I tried this quite a few times with the Dichro on the inside. And they do recommend that you fully encase it for the best effect. However, after several attempts of encasing this, and I was trying to be very careful, kind of with those flakes that I was using a couple weeks ago, trying not to get the Dichro too hot, just kind of, keeping it warm and then encasing it. And every time I did that, no matter how hard I tried not to overheat the Dichro, the coating seemed to want to burn off for me. So I decided after, again, several attempts that for me right now, the best way to use this stuff is on the outside. So that's what we're going to do. Now what I've done here is just added a little bit of clear, a couple of wraps, and it doesn't matter what the bead looks like underneath. All I'm really looking for is an even shape. And because of how I am adding my clear glass, it's not even at all. So I'm just going to add a little bit more to the end here to cover up this bit of pink. And it is sloppy. But it's okay, because even if you have kind of a wonky looking bead, like you'll see here in a minute, if you're having a hard time heating up your bead and getting it round, most of the time I notice that you're just not heating it enough. So you want to get it as hot as you can in all different, over the whole bead, on the sides and then in the middle. And you'll see here, even though my bead is wonky, it's all about the heat. And I'm heating on the sides and then heating in the middle, and then using a little bit of gravity here at the end to even this out. So so if you have a very sloppy bead and you're trying to round it out, it is possible. So just take your time. Now, this video is super quick. This is pretty much all she wrote, just rolling it in the frit. But I have an interesting shape in there. You really don't even notice what's going on in the background. But let me get this nice and hot, and I'm going to very gently roll it in my frit. Now, because the bead is super hot, it will, or my bead is going to get a little off center again. So I'm just kind of pushing it, rolling it, and then I will push it into the frit just to kind of even it up a little bit. It's not perfect in the end, but really all I'm trying to do here is get a really great candied bead. and this is it. That's it. So now at the end here, I'm holding it very far out in the flame, just trying to get a little bit of the Dichro hot enough to smooth out my edges again. And I'm not trying to smooth the frit down. I want the frit to be nice and textured, but just trying to finish up a nice edge, I guess. Anyway, this is pretty much it. I love this stuff. I'm going to continue trying to get this stuff under the clear glass to share again with you all. But here at the end, I'm just going to give it a very quick, gentle heat in the back of my flame, and that is our candied Dichro Frit bead. I hope you all enjoy this one, and I hope to see you all next time in the dungeon.